everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is our third Circle of Light, and we're so happy that you're here. And it is the Circle of Light before our big election. And I don't know how many of you are familiar with Joanna Macy. I've really recently just discovered her. She's a 91-year-old eco-philosopher, Buddhist scholar. She's written over a dozen books, and she's been an environmental and social justice activist for 50 years. And she likes to, I'm going to read two quotes of hers before we start in a minute, but she likes to look at our situation right now from the perspective of ancient cultures looking forward, so people who were alive hundreds of years ago, and also imagining maybe 200 years in the future, looking back at this time. And she sees that there's three possible stories that people can see about what's going on right now. And so right now in the world, there's business as usual. And that's kind of our current administration, Make America Great Again. It's all about, these are all blips, but we'll get back to where we were, and they don't really take what's happening that seriously. Then there's the story of the Great Unraveling that talks about all the ways that the world is falling apart. And it is really a story of us heading towards extinction. And then the third option that I feel like we are all trying to participate in is called the Great Turning. And that is an awakening, and that is a creative response. And she says this is a shift in attitude from exploitation to respect, from extraction to regeneration, and from competition to cooperation. So I'm going to read two of her quotes, and then Hilary is going to start our energetic activation that for these times. Okay, so one of the things Joanna says, it's very important for us to feel our fear, feel our grief during this time, because that is, if we repress it, then we are repressing our energy to participate. And so actually it's already 5:20, so I'll read them fast. Okay, she says, this is a dark time filled with suffering and uncertainty. Like living cells in a larger body, it is natural that we feel the trauma of our world. So do not be afraid of the anguish you feel or your anger or fear, because these responses arise from the depth of your caring and the truth of your interconnectedness with all beings. Out of this darkness, a new world can arise. And it will not be constructed by our minds as much as it will emerge from our dreams. Even though we cannot see clearly how it is going to turn, we are still called to let the future into our imagination. We will never be able to build what we have not first cherished in our hearts. So now Hilary will start, and we will try and build what we cherish in our heart using our imaginations and our energy and the power within all of us. So Hilary will take over. Thank you all so much for joining.
Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us at such a pivotal, potent moment. What Myra spoke of is really this, and Joanna Macy spoke of in these beautiful quotes. It is so important to not shield ourselves from all the push and the pull of the energy that's going on, but to just really acknowledge it and find a new way of being with it, even tapping into the energy in a more focused and constructive way. And the only way to do that is if we fully acknowledge how these forces are affecting us, how they're affecting our lives, and also to be able to feel and embrace and allow those feelings to flow through us. Because when we're trying to push them out and shield them, or pull the cover over our heads, or get engaged in an online, war, this push back and forth from the polarization of the different sides, no lasting solutions ever come from that. We always need to acknowledge where we are, how we're feeling, the forces that we're dealing with, and then there's something very special that happens when we embrace ourselves and are kind to ourselves in the midst of the push and the pull, in the midst of everything going on, bringing that kindness first into the self. And having these bookends of gratitude. We're going to start our meditation with gratitude this evening, and we'll end it with gratitude. Now, people often ask, how do you suddenly shift into gratitude when you're not feeling it? And isn't that incompatible with not feeling your feelings? Gratitude is a space that allows all feelings to flow through. Self-kindness and compassion is also a highly energetic, active space that transforms our feelings and also gives us these enlightened, if you will, visuals, and it activates the spark in our hearts of the vision we carry for what's possible. So instead of just, oh, I wish, or I hope, and saying that in a more passive and almost victim stance, oh, it's too bad it's not that way. I wish, or I hope it would be. You can go spin out into a daydream that's more like a pacifier, or you can connect to your own source connection, and we'll connect with each other, and we can activate these visions, giving us the inspiration to move in gratitude. And those actions are inclusive and they're loving, and the solutions that come through those are far greater than from the tug of war. So that's what we'll be doing tonight. We're going to start with our gratitude for the beauty of nature. These are my ode to the beauty of nature, are the flowers next to me tonight. Okay, so let's take a breath together. Breathe in, settle into your seat. Exhale, drop into where you're sitting. Feel the weight coming through your sit bones. Feel your back supported, feet flat on the earth, or if you have your legs crossed under you, feel your pelvis supported. Okay, when you exhale and drop through and connect to the support of the earth, your upper body relaxes a little more. So let's just put your one hand on each shoulder, and let's take a breath together. And exhale. And just sway a little bit side to side with your breath, like the limbs of a tree in the wind. And a little bit forward and back, filling the belly, arching the back with the inhale, and exhaling out, rolling the shoulders forward, chin goes down on the exhale. So you have just a little bit of a rocking, swaying motion with your breath. You're grounded and supported, and you're inspired when you breathe in. You're lifted up. Your heart is lifted. You're open. You're ready to receive the light. Okay, so close your eyes. Take another breath, hands on the heart. Staying with the rhythmic breath in and out, natural breath. And in gratitude to the beauty of nature, beginning with light on a body of water, the shimmer, exquisite. Breathe it in. Exhale. And as you breathe it in, feel that flow of that shimmering light coming into and filling your heart. As if there's a pool in your heart of this shimmering light. Those gorgeous dancing diamonds of light reflected in the water. and bring that down into the belly as you breathe it in. Fill your belly, fill your pelvis. And exhale. Let it flow down your shoulders, out your arms, wrists, and hands. And let it flow downstream, down through your hips, legs, knees, calves, ankles, and out the feet. So now visualize a flowing stream with sunlight shimmering across the water. And settle yourself in a spot right next to that stream. And as you breathe in, the light is entering the very top of your head, your crown. And imagine, just like a waterfall, it is rinsing through your brain, just like a sponge, calming and soothing and energizing your body. Bathing your eyes, the backs of your eyes, the screen of your mind clear. Your ears hearing the bubbling sound of that flowing stream down in through the throat chakra. Your throat, the center of the will, your willingness to receive these shimmering waters through your body. And again, pouring in through your shoulders, chest, and heart, and belly, and down your spine like the stones in the stream. Into your pelvis. This is your connection to your life stream, the very light that flows through your body. Your life stream, when you are just like when you're aligned to the center of the river, can carry you in the right direction. It flows through you. So any feelings that you have had recently from the collective or in your personal, individual lives, any tension that you've been feeling as this gathering point of friction is building in our world and in our nation, just feel into where that's being carried in your body. You want to bring kindness to this, self-love, compassion. So allow this light of shimmering water to flow through your body. Wherever you carry any grief or fear or resentment or anger, just let it bathe this area of your body as you breathe. Like your body's a riverbed. It's your vehicle. And whatever you no longer need goes downstream, down from your, releasing from the heart, down the shoulders, out the hands. Shake it out your hands. And breathing it into your belly, into your pelvis. Bringing kindness, compassion, self-acceptance. Placing the hands on the belly, filling the belly with your breath. And with your exhale, let it go downstream. Shake it out, down through the legs. Pat your feet on the earth. Shake out your feet. Let the river of light flow through your body unimpeded. Any obstacle in its path, it flows over and around, and it softens and smooths the rough edges. It takes what you no longer need and it releases it to Mother Earth. Let's feel our gratitude for Mother Earth, support and flow and all the wisdom that she brings to us. Deep breath. Thank you to Mother Earth in all her beauty. Now you have this compassion building, the flow building and flowing through the body. And as it fills your body, on the inhale, you're filling your own cup first, putting your oxygen mask on first, as people say. So you fill yourself with this compassion, you drink it fully, quench your thirst from the infinite supply. And as it fills and builds, it spills over gracefully, and send it throughout your home, wherever you're living. And whomever you're living with is blessed. Imagine this as graceful. It is natural. There's no effort. You just breathe in the inspiration of this shimmering, regenerative, active, living light. And it bubbles forth, flows over, and blesses your home. Blesses your family members, wherever they are. The generations, the children, the elders of your family tree. Imagine them each getting a drink of this beautiful infinite light, and it rinsing and washing through their homes, their loved ones. Take a breath, and now let us connect in our circle of light, all of our streams together. A confluence of streams, a great stream, a living river of light and blessings. And send this out now through your neighborhood. Bless your neighbors' homes. It matters not what they believe, who they're voting for, their ideologies. Bless them. The light shines on everyone equally. The water flows, is abundant, and quenches everyone equally. This is that unconditional love and compassion which expands and expands. And from your neighborhood and into your communities, right, where you go to the grocery store and the farmer's market, where you go banking, you have the post office, the government buildings, the very walls, the floors, and everyone who works in these buildings. All the groups that gather online or together, everyone has a vision in their heart of how life can be, living in a harmony as humans on the planet. So feel into your vision. Reconnect with the spark of knowing that this is truth. And as Myra said, quoting Joanna Macy, hope is like a verb. It's an action, like love is an action. So feel into that vision in your heart. Each one of us in the circle carries a piece of this tapestry. We know that we're all one. We know that each of us has a gift to bring, our very presence and our actions together. And we also know that when we're walking with gratitude in our hearts, when we're moving and being moved with love and gratitude, and we're noticing the beauty all around us in nature and in each other, That's where true connections are made. That's where true solutions that benefit all come about. So let's take a breath and be open to the energy of this. Even if you don't have to know what it looks like, you know what it feels like to be inspired, to have that open heart, to walk with grace upon the earth, with smiling eyes, greeting your fellow humans, your family, your community. Deep breath, exhale. What a gem we each carry in our hearts. It's time that this gem saw the light of day. It's time that the hope and the love was activated by this light. So there's a pool now of living light in the center of our circle, and it flows out in all directions to all of our neighborhoods, communities, nation, the continents, the world, and the cosmos. It's infinite. We're connected. Put a hand over your heart and reach in with your energy to find the gem that is your vision, like a hidden diamond. In the cave of your heart, perhaps it's been a secret hope that you have not been in touch with lately due to the outer conflicts. Have the courage to enter the cave of your heart and pick up this gem of true light, true hope, true wisdom. And as you breathe, inhale, reach in, and then put your hand in front of you and feel in your palm the weight of this beautiful gem. Faceted. And from the darkness and into the light, the facets catch. And just like the shimmering light on the water, now there's light on the gem of your vision. It's being activated. It's alive. You've given it life. So our palms are now out in front of us holding this, and we're going to, with our breath, activate our vision. So take a breath in with the light and love that is flowing through your body. Breathe it in a little more, a little more, a little more. And then exhale right into your gem, this blast of light from your heart. And as you do it, it makes rainbows like a crystal all around you. We're going to do this 2 more times. Take a breath in. A little more, a little more, a little more. And exhale, activate your gem. Okay, on the 3rd breath, we're going to toss our gem into the center of the circle. And we're going to let the stream of the river of life carry it wherever it needs to go. You ready? So that's 3rd breath. Breathe in. Breathe in a little more, a little more, a little more. Exhale and toss your gem into the pool. Feel the rings of that water from all these gems dropping into the pool, blessing all of us in the circle, activating all of us. Whew. Now the energy that's moving in these rings, just like throwing a stone into a pond, those are the pulses of light energy that move you into action. You're guided by the flow. You don't have to know day to day what that's going to look like. But you will be moved by the energy of your vision. And it will be greater in manifestation than you can possibly imagine right now. So once again, take a breath, hands back to the heart. Let's feel the gratitude for our circle, our gathering tonight, sharing this experience, allowing ourselves to be fulfilled and to overflow and to move through the world with grace and gratitude, being able to see the beauty in and amongst all that's going on, being guided. And may the universe guide us to where we need to be, with whom we need to be, doing what we need to be doing to serve this light. And remember, all challenges are ultimately blessings. So it is. Coming back to your awareness where you're seated in the room, feeling your body, being held and supported in your seat. You're always connected to this circle. You can call on it anytime. The energy is there for you every day, every moment. And I am grateful for you. So slowly opening your eyes, take in the beauty that is yourself and all around you. And enjoy the journey. Blessings, everyone, and good night.